Right. So first of all, I want to discuss here. This is a one application. Right. First, I want to discuss. This is we're calling as a ways of testing. We are calling this. We are calling as a ways of testing. Right. What is the ways of testing? First, this is one application. These application I want to test. I want to test. So we have only two ways. One is manually we can test, and then automation we can test. Right. Manually we can test. Other one is automation we can test. So any application, if you want to test, we have only two ways. First one is manually we can start with and then recommend to the automation. First of all, what is a manual testing? If you give to the what is a manual testing? Manual testing. What is a manual testing? Generally, we can go for what is a manual testing. Using human efforts, we can test one application. This we are calling as a manual testing. We are calling using human efforts. We can test any application. That we are calling as a manual testing. We are calling. But if you come into some technical manner, if you give the definition of manual testing, every company need to follow to complete manual testing one life cycle. That is we are calling as a software testing life cycle. We are calling. So what is a software testing life cycle? Every company must be followed to complete manual testing. This is a software testing life cycle. This life cycle divided into 6 phases. Right. First one, test planning. Second one, test design. Test execution. Result analysis. Bug tracking. And reporting. So this is a each and every phase, 6 phases. Manually we can interact it and we can test one application. That we are calling as a manual testing. We are calling. So very simply we can give the what is manual testing. First of all, what is a testing? This is a developer. This is a test engineer. Developer developing the application and giving to the testing department. Using that application, test engineer will be verify and validate and give the defects to the developers. This process will be continue whenever application is defective free. So this we are calling as a simply testing. Sorry. What is the testing means? Developer developing application, build one, releasing to the testing department. Test engineer test that one, finding the defects and send to the developers. This process will be continue whenever application is defective free. This is we are calling as a testing. Simply we are calling. So now I'll give the definition of manual testing. What is manual testing? Manual testing is a process. Process is nothing but developers to test engineer to developer. So manual testing is a process in which all the phases of software testing life cycle like test planning, test design, test execution, result analysis, bug tracking and reporting are completed successfully with human efforts. This is we are calling as a manual testing. We are calling. What is a manual testing? It is a process in which All the phases of software testing life cycle, like test planning, test design, test execution, result analysis, bug tracking, and reporting, are completed successfully with human effects. This is we are calling as a manual testing. We are calling. If you come into manual testing, we have lot of drawbacks. So this we have the disadvantages will be there. What is disadvantages? Manual. First point is a time consuming. Time consuming. This is a time consuming. Why we can call it a time consuming? For example, you have written 100 test cases. These 100 test cases to execute, and it's taking 1 week time. But second will same 100 test cases I want to execute it, same 1 week time it will be taking. But if you come into automation to execute 50 test cases, means test script, only first time preparation is 1 week time. Second time 50 test cases I want executed within the 1 day or 2 days is enough because of already prepared the script. The same script only I want to execute it, okay, here. So very less time we need to complete it also, faster compared to manual automation. So this is one of the drawback of manual testing. Time consuming. Second point, repeating problem. What is a repeating problem? Manually, one functionality, if you want to test manually, if you want to test one functionality again and again, some number of times continuously, same interest we can't test it. Means first one is we can go for the one functionality. First time I'm testing. Very interestedly I tested. Second time, okay, interest. Third time, okay. Fourth time, fifth time, sixth time, like that 10 times I want to test it. Manually we can't test same interest. First time how much interestly we are testing, same interest we can't go for the number of times. This is one of the drawback of manual testing. Testing one functionality again and again, not possible in the same interest. This is one of the drawback of manual testing. Testing one functionality again and again, not possible in the same interest. This is one of the drawback of manual testing. And the third drawback is parallel operations almost all not possible. Parallel operations almost all not possible manually, because of this is a one member, like this 10 members is there. 10 members is there. These all the 10 members need to work on the one functionality. All the 10 members at a time need to use the functionality, then they need to check the performance testing. In this situation, not possible for manual because of each and every test engineer cooperation, coordination is missing. So parallel operations almost all not possible. And one more thing, to get these many people test engineers, for example, I want to give to the 20 test engineers at a time. So we need to collect to the 20 test engineers. So these are all the problems. And that 20 test engineers cooperation, coordination is missing also manually. So parallel operations almost all not possible manually. And next one, fourth one, no accuracy. Here there is no accuracy here. 100% accuracy is not coming. Now tiredness. What is the tiredness? Manually, continuously 8 hours we are working, we are tired. Yes, we are tired. So this is a drawbacks of the manual testing we are calling. This is the drawbacks of the manual testing we are calling. So what is the drawbacks of the manual testing? First of all, time consuming. This is a time consuming. And next one is repeating problem, and third one is parallel operations almost all not possible, no accuracy, tiredness. So like that, lot of drawbacks we have in the manual. Coming to the automation, what is the automation testing? Automation testing, what is the automation testing means? Very simply, using one tool we can test application that we are calling as a automation testing. Very simple manner. Using one tool, you can test any application that we are calling as a automation testing. Okay. If we give to the some very simple manner, what is automation testing? It is a process of converting the manual test cases to automation script with the help of one automation tool. This is also we are calling as a automation testing. What is automation testing? It is a process of converting the manual test case to automation test script. Test script we need to convert with the help of one automation tool. This is we are calling as a automation testing. Okay, some other definition also we need to give it automation testing. Automation testing is a process in which all the drawbacks of manual testing, they can overcome, provide speed and accuracy in order to implement the testing on the application with the help of the tool that we are calling as a automation testing. We are calling. Once again, what is automation testing? It is a process in which all the drawbacks of manual testing they can overcome and provide the speed and accuracy in order to implement the testing on the application with the help of the tool. This is we are calling as a automation testing. We are calling. Okay. So some other simple definition. It is a process of converting the manual test case to test script with the help of the automation tool. This is also one of the definition for the automation testing. Okay, coming to the point. Okay, what is the drawbacks of automation testing?
Okay, so what is a automation testing? We can understand. Here, a small point when we can recommend to the automation testing. Whenever application is stable, then we can recommend to the automation testing. When application is stable, then we can recommend to the automation testing. Next, one more point. Automation testing is not replaced for the manual testing. It is just a continuation for the manual testing only. Compulsory we can start with manual, then we can continuation go for the automation. Okay, next, why we can go for the automation testing? Because of manually we have drawbacks, that all the drawbacks need to overcome, and we can go for the effective manner. Now we can give the scope of testing and we can give the quality, then we can go for the automation testing compulsory. Okay, why we can go for the automation testing? Some reasons observed here. What is a need to go for the automation testing? This is a need, this is the okay advantages. It saves the time by executing the test cases without manual efforts. So if you go for the automation, it saves the time by executing the test cases without manual efforts. This is next one. Cost to the company can be saved also. Cost to the company can be saved also. Next one. We can maintain the accuracy by repeating the same task in the same manner. So this is a Same task I want to test again and again, it's not possible manually. That we can go for the automation also, same manner. And bugs can be identified and we can report bugs to the developer. Next, we can ensure for the quality. And next, vastly increases your test coverages. We can go for the in-depth, we can go for that. Means automated software testing can increases depth and scope of test to help improve the quality of the software. And lengthy tests that are often avoiding during manual testing. So I have the lengthy test case, means I have so many fields that all I want to test manually. Okay, it's not possible, it's taking time. Now we can go for the automation only. This is a reasons we go for the automation testing only. Even you can test the manual also, we can recommend the automation because of this is a advantages, we can go for that. Yes, thank you for watching this video, and we'll go for the next video continuation. We'll go for that. Thank you.